Alright, so you're in the market, you want to buy a caravan and you don't really know what you need. Anyway, I'm just going to do a quick video of just some of the things you need to think about when purchasing something like this. So this is a 17.8 foot caravan. So that's from the point there just at the headboard of the caravan, just near those gas bottles, all the way to the back. Then you got the A-frame at the front. This is a dual axle. So there's a few triple axles out, but most are either dual or single. And this is a pop top. So that little bit goes up and down when you're, or down when you're towing and up when you're camping. This tow's really good. Anyway, so you're going to need a ute or a tow vehicle. So the overall weight, so when this was brand new, the tear weight when it was coming out of the factory was 2,005 kilos or something. So basically it's a 2-ton van. And then when we load it up, it's about 2.5. I think I've got the figures, but not on me. Anyway, so that ute that's over there, that's a BT50 by Mazda. It's got a towing capacity of 3.5 ton. So with this caravan, very easily done, but a lot of people use that type of ute there, and they do get bigger vehicles, bigger caravans. That's something that we won't go into at the moment. But anyway, that's people's opinion. So I'll just pause it for a sec. So this is the tow hitch part of the caravan, right? So you got the chains, just got them laying on the ground. This is a 50mm ball coupling. So that's a pretty standard tow hitch. This is the handbrake, so I've got that pulled up. This here is just the breakaway cable, so over a certain weight, all caravans have that. So basically, if I drove along with the hitch open, didn't hook the chains on, that caravan's going to come off, right? This bit here would be connected to my car. What would do, it would, see if I can get in one go, it'll pull out. And then that would put the brakes on the caravan, and it would stop it from rolling down the track. Then it comes to the connections. Got a little bit of trouble here with the Anderson plug. It's dragged on the road with someone else towing the caravan, so that'll be fixed next week or so. And then this is a 7-pin flat connection. So I'll go to the back on my car and I'll just show you the difference. But anyway, that 7-pin is going to fit onto my car because I've got a 12-pin on there. But you'd have to find out the caravan you're getting, what pin it is, and then when you wire up the electrics on the car, you'll match it for that. So I'll just put that back in there. Here we have the jockey wheel. So that's what's got the caravan level that way. Okay, and we use that to unhitch it from the car. So when we're unhitching, you're just using the jockey wheel. So there's no hard work, you just got to wind that. I can't show you how to wind it at the moment for the fact that I've got the stabilizer legs down, and we'll leave that there. So some of the main parts that you just have to have, this is going to sound a bit sarcastic, but you definitely need that tow bar, right? So that's a 50mm ball. And then this is where the camera goes. That's the Anderson plug that I said I've got to fix up. And then when I pull this open, that's where the electrics go. So you'll see the 7 pins up the top. That's where mine would fit in. And then you got another 5 pins underneath. So it just depends on the size of the caravan you get and whether that's going to be the right bit. Now I use those hooks. That's just personal choice, but that's where the chains connect to the vehicle that you're using to tow. This is a 50mm ball. Pretty standard is what you're going to find with most people caravanning. But then when you start to get into the off-road caravans, people are starting to use another brand of hitches, and they'll use that for another date. So, and then I've just got a little hook there, and that's where I connect that breakaway cable that I pulled off the caravan. And then when we walk to the ute, we choose to have a 4x4. So this is a turbo diesel, automatic, just for ease, especially when we're doing caravan lessons. And then here's the electric brake controller, right? I've got a few videos about that, how that works, but you'd need to have some type of connector in your car that controls the electric brakes that are on the Caravan. So you can check my other videos about the electric brake controller. And then you need some towing mirrors, because the width of the Caravan is roughly about the edge of the Caravan, edge of those mirrors, right? So you need towing mirrors. So I'm just going to pause that and I'm going to pull these mirrors out. All right, so I've just pulled those mirrors out. So when we're towing down the highway, these clear view mirrors, they're out, and that gives us a good view behind the Caravan when we're towing. There's a couple of things in there. I've got an Oricom tyre pressure monitoring system. You want to have a two-way system. There's plenty of other bits and bobs you can grab. Here's just our handheld and UHF, that's good for communications. That's from oricom.com.au. Feel free to use our coupon code L2T15 for 15% off. And then, this is just, say the back of the, look, there's some firewood and stuff in there. There's an Oricom air compressor. We've just got a few other things in here that we're just some tools. A lithium jump starter from Oricom. Ball for the dog, some spare gas. Anyway, that's just very messy at the moment. But anyway, that's just a bit of a walk around. You can see those mirrors are in. Get yourself a good set of tyres. Bull bar's always handy. Set of driving lights. Anyway, that's that view. Everything's not that clean, but good enough video for today. Come out and do some camping. Get down to spots like this, and I think that's what it's all about. Thanks.